A sweet idea, giving a sick child in the hospital a teddy bear. Well, that gesture has now taken on greater purpose because during a pandemic, children may be feeling more frightened. The annual teddy bear drive has grown into a law enforcement movement. And in this story that is positively San Diego, I want to show you how it all began with one officer.
Hey, Chief, I got this crazy idea. I'm going to put teddy bears in a police car and bring them up to Children's Hospital. I think the kids really get a kick out of it.
That was 30 years ago when Brian Hardy was just a few years into being a member of the Coronado Police Department. He got the idea when, during a visit to Rady Children's Hospital, he noticed the toy collection bin.
I asked the nurse at the station there, why are there so few toys? And she said, well, our donations are way down this year. We don't have a lot of toys for the kids in the hospital.
So Brian bought the first 12 bears himself. Then the teddy bear drive started to spread to other departments across the county, collecting as many as 75,000 bears, with a huge delivery caravan to Rady every December. Brian says he will never forget the impact bringing a little joy to one terminally ill child had on his fellow officers.
And this little girl was maybe 5 years old, and all those cops, every one of them, walked out of there with crying their eyes out.
A few years later, Brian found himself on the other side when a doctor at Rady told him his 2-year-old daughter Sarah's appendix had burst.
He said that my daughter was very, very sick. She may not make it till morning, but he says we're going to do our best to save her life.
They did, and it happened to be the morning of the teddy bear caravan.
It was just like, I always said it was like an episode of The Twilight Zone, because it was like things were turned around and suddenly I was in the hospital and the cops were coming with teddy bears.
Brian has received many thank yous, but it's what one girl told him a few years ago that has stayed with him.
You gave me a teddy bear when I was 5 years old, and now she's, oh my gosh, she's like 20 something, and she goes, I never forgot that.
Now, because of the pandemic, instead of collecting bears like this, they're encouraging people to donate money to buy bears that go directly to the kids. Officer Hardy is retired now, but still involved, and has this message for the many generous donors.
If you could see what we see, the children just light up when you bring in these bears. Thank you for, from all the thousands and thousands of kids at Children's Hospital.
Oh, it's such a wonderful program. If you would like to give money to the Teddy Bear Drive for the kids at Rady Children's Hospital, just go to 10news.com. You'll find this story, and within that, you'll find the link to give.